Hey, you are now tuned into Expansion Pack. I am your host, Dan F. Man. This is just the intro right here. Go ahead, like and subscribe if you have not already. Turn on them notifications so you can be in here every single time I go in here. Yeah, let go. Expansion. This your boy Dan F. Man, the host of Expansion Pack, here on DGTA TV, every Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. You want to expand on some topics? You want to talk about what's on your mind? Come on down, pop that Expansion Pack in. Let's play the game, and let's talk about it. Aww.
Yes, you can have that if you really want. It's already in your bag because you really, really want it. Think about it, you'll have what you really, really want. If you really, really want it, really, really want it. Thoughts create what you have, even if you didn't want it. Yes, you can have that.
Hey, what's up? You are now watching DGTA TV. Hey, like and subscribe. And don't forget to smash that follow button, too. Let me see you smash that right there. Yeah. Turn on them notifications, too. For exclusive music, tune into Nami Dolo's setlist. Hey, what's up? You are now watching DGTA TV. Hey, like and subscribe. And don't forget to smash that follow button too. Let me see you smash that right there. Yeah. Turn on them notifications too. Hey, what's up? It's good to be back. Welcome back to Expansion Pack. I am your host, Dan F. Man. I got my young son in here with me. Say what's up, Dan. Now, as we get situated and as we get rolling and going and all of that good stuff, I just want to say welcome back to another episode of Expansion Pack. We in here, as you can see, we got to redo what we did on the creation of our Sims. I guess Dad forgot to. Yeah, I forgot to save and exit. I just exited. So give us a quick second, listen to another commercial break. I am your host, Dan F. Man. I got my guy Dan up in here. My young son, D-God 2014 on Roblox. If you want to holler at him one time. Run it up on what that is, Basketball Legends. Yeah. We be right back, though. Hey, what's up, Zanita67? What's happening? Good day, family. Good day. Good day to you as well. You see, we over here trying to get it back together. Give us a couple more seconds to get situated. It's 11:11 right now. Make a wish. Be right back. Hey, you are now tuned into Expansion Pack. I am your host, Dan F. Man. This is just the intro right here. Go ahead, like and subscribe if you have not already. Turn on them notifications so you can be in here every single time I go in here. Yeah, let go. Expansion. This your boy Dan F. Man, the host of Expansion Pack, here on DGTA TV, every Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. You want to expand on some topics? You want to talk about what's on your mind? Come on down, pop that Expansion Pack in. Let's play the game, and let's talk about it. Aww.
Yes, you can have that if you really want. It's already in your bag because you really, really want it. Think about it, you'll have what you really, really want. If you really, really want it, really,
For exclusive music, tune into Nami Dolo's setlist. Hey, what's up? You are now watching DGTA TV. Hey, like and subscribe, and don't forget to smash that follow button too. Let me see you smash that right there. Yeah. Turn on them notifications too. All right. Now, let's go. What's up, O? Good to have you in here, as well as Anita67 up in here. Everybody back up in here. The whole crew. I think Ella is with her mom. So, we're going to get rolling right into this topic right here. Today, we are speaking about control, where we're speaking of control in all its various forms. We're gonna start from the lighter to the heavy and then go back down to the light. I think that's the most appropriate way to do this. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Gotta go grab one last thing. For exclusive music, tune into Nami Dolo's setlist every Monday through Friday. Hey, what's up? You are now watching DGTA TV. Hey, like and subscribe, and don't forget to smash that follow button too. Let me see you smash that right there. Yeah. Turn on the notifications too. Dan said he done with his player, well, with his remaking his person. Hold on, I'm gonna use this. You did his voice and everything. Go ahead, do his voice and stuff. I may need to slide that thing over this case. Click the mouse. Now move. His eyes is like crazy right now. Thank you, son. So let me get this translation started. All you gotta do once I take control is click the mouse one time and then start moving it around. It'll go back to you. So you wanna lay down on the floor or something? What you mean? You can sit down. Now that's that lead us right into our topic. Hold on. So control. Now, this topic came from my man's. So I want to get a good talk in about it real quick. Let me pull my volume down real quick. Control in Italian. He chose Italian. Oh, I like that. All right, so here we go. Let me pause our music. And as Dan is working on his sim, let me turn my mic up just a little bit. Okay, so this is how you say. What'd you say, Dan? This is how you say. Watch your legs, Dan. This is how you say control in Italian.
Controllo.
Controlla. Controllo. Can we get our expert translator in here for a second? Can you translate this? No, you say nah. Okay. All right.
Controllo.
Controllo. Controllo.
Controllo.
Controllo.
Controllo.
All right. So that's how you say control in. Let me give a round of applause for the translator. That's how you say control in Italian. Controllo. Now, let's just for fun, let's just get another word in here. Form. How do you say form? Modulo. Let's see. Watch, I bet you.
Modulo.
Modulo. Modulo.
Modulo.
No, because I saw it. I was already looking at it on my phone. Modulo. Oh, I was gonna kind of help out with Ella, but go ahead. It's okay.
Modulo.
Say I know my sister. All right, so modulo. Control. Now let's type in control form. Let's see how you translate that in Italian. Modulo di controllo. I like that.
Modulo di controllo.
Modulo di controllo.
Modulo di controllo.
Modulo di controllo. Modulo di controllo. Change her face. Her face is ugly. I'm sorry.
Modulo di controllo.
Modulo di controllo. All right. So modulo di controllo. That is control form in English. And the reason I chose those two words together is because think about trying to, let me get some music back running. Think about trying to control water in its liquid form. It'll run everywhere if you don't have the right container. All right, get that water. I mean that beat running. I got you, Dan. I'll do it. So modulo di controllo. So if you got water and you try to hold it in your hand, you know what's out. You know what's up. Ain't nothing coming from that. Like, it's gonna run everywhere. Well, I mean, her face ain't that bad. I'm just talking about the shape of her face. That's really all I'm talking about. Yeah, her cheeks. So, but if you freeze it, then you know it'll melt on your hands and whatnot. But why is it all these extra buttons floating around? All right, Dan, go ahead. You do it. It's whatever. I don't want to even mess with it. So, like I said, if you freeze it, it'll slide and do all of that stuff. But you can control it a little bit more in that form. But if you were to boil it and it evaporates, it's up in the air from that point. But if you got the right container, then you can keep some liquid water around for a while. So controlling form. Now, the in-between words of my title are control in all its various forms. And I like to start with something natural because it helps me to build into all our human and unnatural things that we may run into, So me using the water in the container example is me saying that, yes, this is Italian. This is Italian right here. Modulo di controllo. You can use that as as like the name of like your company or something like that if you wanted to. Modulo di controllo, or your slogan. But yes, that's Italian. So now we're gonna start with that natural. I like that, Dan. I don't like her hair color though. You say what? You say get up off you. My bad. All right. Oh. They don't have pink. Use black. Put her hair black or brown or something like that. Yeah, that's pretty. That's whack. to the darkest one. Dang. Okay, go to the one right before that. All right, there you go. Now, if you get the right container for water, you can hold large amounts of water, bucket, a bowl, something like that. So that is controlling something that seemed to be uncontrollable if you were to just use your hands. You get your hands in there on it and you can't even hold it. Slippery when wet, that type of thing. Now, if I was to build on that example, I seem to be great at this. If I was to build on that type of example, let's use people. We're going to go to the extreme right of that. That was the extreme left of using water and you need a container. You can't hold it in your hands or everything will get soaked. So let's go to the extreme right of that and say people are like water. All right. You need the right container. And that could be anything from a smile. And we're talking about control now. That can be the way that you say what you say, like your tone of voice. Like if your tone of voice is correct, that can be the right container to get that control from the person, because we flowing like water. We're flowing through this life. And I can give you another example. Responsibilities keep people contained, thoroughly contained. I think I need to put that at the forefront of my whole little contained speech I got going on right here. So let's backtrack for a second. And so we talking about control in all its various forms, and I'm building off of a natural example of water. Water in your hands flows freely. Take that, write that down in your notebook. Water in your hands flows freely. Thank you, Zanita. She says, excellent example. Thank you. Water in your hands flows freely, but water in a cup or a bowl or water in a container is contained until further notice. Huh? Go ahead. Say that again. Mm-hmm. Go ahead. Speak on it real quick.
Like, I get what you're saying. Like, the water is contained. Like, the water takes the shape of the bowl, and if you would just let it flow, it would be a straight line. That's like in life. If you let your life flow, that's the straight line in life.
So yeah, we're gonna go a little deeper into that, Dan, so you can understand it a little bit deeper too as well. So we're gonna use your life like you said. So you need to contain your life, or it will flow freely into anything, even the things that you don't want, And yes, you can go get some water. All this talk of water. Put the on air sign down so it don't fall. So I'm gonna go to the one player. Let me go to the one player screen so that y'all can see me a little bit better. So yeah, I'm gonna go to, and they can see you creating Ella character a little bit better. So hey, Nana say, good job, grandson. So I'm gonna still exploring the extreme right of this example. Let me get my music back.
That's what I forgot to do. I forgot the most.
Hold on.
I forgot the best part.
What?
Look, Dad. I forgot to write my name.
Oh yeah, you forgot to put your name in there.
Yes.
All right, so I'm gonna continue exploring the extreme right of this example with people, and because we know majority of our body is water, Like I said, I like to build off a natural example because it's really going to give you what you're looking for as far as the connection to what I'm saying, because you can't refute the natural examples that I'm giving as far as the water goes. Now, to keep on talking this thing out, and as you can see, even the child in the room can understand what I'm saying when I say water in your hands flows freely. I got to work out the second part of that, which is, but water in a container or whatever is contained until for further use. We know that you can't carry water in your hands but a couple steps, or if a step at all. So if you needed to provide water to an entire community, it needs to be contained. So as we continue to explore that example on the far right of that with people, our body is majority water. So when you're dealing with the control of another person, you need to find that container. Maybe container is the wrong word to use when it comes to the people aspect of this. Hold on, let me adjust my mic. Now, maybe the word container is the wrong word to use when it comes to the reference of people. But it fits exactly in line with our example when we're talking about this. For who is this? Eli? You can let Eli get in there and do his. But it does fit exactly into our example when we say that people are, don't start arguing about it. Just let them get it, man. You don't need to sit down. You ain't got to sit down. Just get the mouse. It fits exactly into our example of people, well, with water, because people are majority water. We're composed or comprised mainly of water. So, but container might be the wrong word. If there's in the chat, if you out there still, maybe you could suggest a different word. But for all fun, modulo di controllo, for all fun purposes, we're gonna look up container in Italian. I'm sorry if I'm butchering. All right, so there we go. Now, let me get my music paused. And this is contain.
Contenere.
Contenere.
Contenere. Contenere.
Let's see, container. Container.
Contenitrice.
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 And that's the feminine, and this is masculine.
Contenitore.
Contenitore. Contenitore.
Contenitore.
Contenitore. Contenitore.
Contenitore.
All right. So, contain. Let me see something.
Contenere.
Contain yourself. Let's see how you say this. How? That's not fair. So contain yourself in Italian is still one word. I'm saying two words, but it's still one word in Italian. It's
Contenerti.
contenerti. Contenerti.
Contenerti.
So how do you say yourself? Contenerti.
It's just like continent.
So yourself is te stesso.
Te stesso.
Ah, I got it. I got the pronunciation right. Te stesso.
Wait, can I do it?
Te stesso.
Te stesso. Hold on.
Wait. De sto.
Te stesso.
It sounds like a ST at the front.
Te stesso. Te stesso.
Tis tasto.
So now that we've explored the extreme left and we've explored the extreme right, I think I found a healthy medium for this topic of control. And the healthy medium is going to come from the control of yourself.
Can I do you, Dad?
You what?
You.
Me what?
Can I do you?
What do you mean?
Can I?
Oh, create my player? Yeah, sure. I don't mind.
Just tell me what you want.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so the middle, the healthy medium, I like that. I like that a lot. The healthy medium of this topic of control is the control of yourself. Testeso. Or yeah, testeso. Let me get this music back playing on me. So when we look at water in our example, in that essence, did everybody give themselves the name and make sure it's a capital letter at the front, all that good stuff? All right. So when we look at the water example, we revisit the water example. In the middle, we say with our hands, with pure water, like just water, not using people as our example, we couldn't carry water to support a village with our hands. 1 second, Dan. And then we go to our example of people, and we say they flow like water throughout their lives. And if you want to get any sort of control over them, you need to find a container for that flow that they have with their life. Whether it be, I had an excellent example. With that. Responsibility. Yes, responsibility is the container for people in their lives. And it's that goes for children, that goes to adults, old people, dogs. Everybody has a responsibility to themselves, and it helps to contain the flow of their life. It points them into directions through that responsibility. My stomach is grumbling. That's the responsibility that is containing that flow that you are. So right in the middle of that is your self-control, your container for yourself. And now in the middle of that, like I said, is the control or the container for yourself. Now, you can go out and you can try to control everything around you. You'll find success in places, you'll find failure in places, but where you can find your best pool of data on the subject of control is within yourself. And you can also look at the word discipline within that as well. Let's look up the definition of discipline just for a brief second to give us a better picture of what we're talking about when we're talking about discipline and control. I don't want to throw these words out. Discipline. And I also want to do it live, like as in right now. All right, so here we go. All right. The practice of, let me get my glasses. Get my glasses. Make me a little bit more. Oh, never mind. I ain't that big. Whatever. The practice of training people to obey rules or a code of behavior using punishment to correct disobedience. A lack of proper parental and school discipline. I like that first one. All right, so hold on. I don't remember these. Hold up. Go to family real quick. Hold on, y'all. Give me a second on that discipline definition. Domestic center. Yeah. Watch your foot with the table, son. Go to family. I'm family. It's cool. Hold on, wait. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. The Sims want to build a large. No, go to Fortune. Go to Fortune. There you go. Thank you. All right. So, what does that one say? The Sims wants to get rich and have a successful career. No. Mansion Baron. No. Hold on. Put that down real quick. I got you. Hold on. Hold on. I gotta see this for myself. Master actor, best-selling author, musical genius. Nah, we ain't going with none of them. Everything. The curator. Oh, here it goes. Let's just go to knowledge and keep it simple. Renaissance. This is the one I picked. The Sim wants to be good at many things. Computer whiz, playing games. All right. Hey, maybe I should do this one. Yes, I should. There you go. I'm a computer whiz. Oh, you got it. Ooh. All right. So let's get back to this definition of discipline. I wonder. I think I did put it. I'm pretty sure I put it on that on the TV out there. All right. So now, would you ask me, Dan? Green. Put green, red, and blue. RGB. All right. So discipline. Red, and then purple too as well, and then every other color no. Oh, and brown. Mm-mm. Nope, I don't like black. No black. I hate black pepper. I hate Whoopi Goldberg's lips. All right. The practice of discipline. The practice of training people to obey rules or a code of behavior using punishment to correct disobedience. And the sentence they use is a lack of proper parental guidance and school discipline. It is also a branch of knowledge typically one studied in higher education. For example, sociology is a fairly new discipline. And then as a verb, it means to train someone to obey rules or a code of behavior. So discipline is literally the practice of training people. But we're going to keep the definition short right there, because we're talking about self-discipline. Yeah, I like romance music. And no, I don't like spooky music. I like winter holiday. And I do like world music. And change his face, too, when you get a chance. You look like a all right, so that first trait, hold on, go to the first trait. We're gonna take a quick commercial break as I tell Dan what I want on this, and we will be right. Hold on, wait. Ooh, how about a focus? So let me take this quick commercial break, and I'm gonna come back and we're gonna touch on that. Be right back. This is Expansion Pack. Hey, you are now tuned into Expansion Pack. I am your host, Dan F. Man. This is just the intro right here. Go ahead, like and subscribe if you have not already. Turn on them notifications so you can be in here every single time I go in here. Yeah, let go. Expansion. This your boy Dan F. Man, the host of Expansion Pack, here on DGTA TV, every Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. You want to expand on some topics? You want to talk about what's on your mind? Come on. Let's talk about it.
Yes, you can have that if you really want. It's already in your your bag, cause you really, really want it. Think about it, you'll have what you really, really want. If you really, really want it, really, really want it. Thoughts create what you have, even if you didn't
Hey, what's up? You are now watching DGTA TV. Hey, like and subscribe. And don't forget to smash that follow button too. Let me see you smash that right there. Yeah. Turn on them notifications too. All right, so how about a focus? So, and I guess what I'm seeing you say is in the terms of discipline. Like, how about a focus? Like, discipline. So change your skin tone, Dan, up there at the top. Get out of the miscellaneous side. Go to all. Go down to cool. Go down to cool. Xavier, stop. Go over some more. Yeah, that's my man's right there. Yeah. All right. Yeah, that hair is whack. All right, so a focus. And like I said, I'm guessing that's cool. And I'm guessing that's in terms of a discipline. That's fine there. I see it. The center of interest or activity. The state or quality of having or producing clear visual definition. I'm just reading the words for the definitions right now. Hold on. Oh, as in a container. Right, as in the container. So let me put this into perspective then. Put this into focus. So when you are allowed to flow, and I mean flow as in how a river flows naturally through the land, no dam, no man-made structures that come in to divert the flow. Only diversions that are happening are done through animals and through erosion. When you flow like that, then your focus becomes that container. You are absolutely correct. And your focus could be your responsibility. And your responsibility and your focus together are keeping that your flow in a direction, in your direction that you desire. I hope I said that all right. So that right there, inside of the far left, whereas you couldn't carry water down to the village in your hands, to the far right, you can't control someone without first finding some sort of container. We just gonna keep it at container. Like maybe what I'm really trying to say is, without getting into the flow of their responsibilities and the things that they are focusing on within their life, you can't get in and control them outside of that, or you can't exercise any sort of control outside of their responsibilities and what they're focused on. Right in the middle of that is what you are doing for yourself within the flow of your life personally. That self-control. What are you focused on? What is your responsibilities? Because you can directly affect both sides of the equation. You can actually be able to get a little bit more water if you just had a bucket and you could take it down to the village. You could actually get the sort of control from people that you desire, or control of people that you desire, if you find out what their focus is, what their responsibility is that keeps them contained, and you get into the flow of that, dive right into their bucket with them, and you flow with them. But in the middle of that is the control of yourself. Now we're gonna divert the flow of this, and kind of shift this aspect of control, because I use the water example, and it's wearing thin. So now we're going to talk about a different form of control, flame control. All right. Now, like I said, I like to build off of, I like that. I like how he look. I'm not even going to lie. Let me show y'all how he look on one player mode. My man's right there. I like how he look. All right. Hold on, I'm getting a call. 1 second. Let me go to a quick commercial. And well, no, I don't need to go to commercial. Be right back though. Hey, what's up? You are now watching DGTA TV. Hey, like and subscribe, and don't forget to smash that follow button too. Let me see you smash that right there. Yeah. Turn on them notifications too. All right. So we're gonna do this without music for right now. All right. So now, flame control. Like I said, I like to start off with a natural example, because natural examples are right in front of us. We all can relate to them, and we all know what I'm talking about when I say flame control. So we're going to start at the far left of this thing again. So when we're talking about control in all its various forms, we have to obviously look at fire and flame control. Now, if you outside on a nice hot day, you cooking on the grill, but you done put a little bit too much lighter fluid on there, you better watch your eyebrows. That flame control is real when it comes to cooking outside on a grill, cooking on your stove, cooking in general. Flame control is very, very important. Things can get out of hand, and it can burn your food. It can burn you. I like that sweater too as well. There's no regard. The flames have no regard to who or what they touch and decimate, to use a big word. But if you want to control your mom, if you want to control the flames, you can control the fuel. You can control the wind, how much of wind is exposed, to the flame is exposed to. No, I'm gonna wait till you come back. Go ahead. Just go talk to your mom. Now, when we look at that form of control, you want your hot dogs from the man who grilling him to be just right. You want to be a little burnt, not too overly burnt. You want your steak to be just right. And all of that comes from flame control. And we know that if it gets out of control, you're going to be an unhappy customer, So now that we talked about the natural version of flame control, let's go to the far right of that, because that's natural. And we're going to talk about human, people, and persons control as it pertains to flame. There go our beat back, yeah. As it pertains to flame control. Now, if everybody has a spark, hold on. Hey, there's my girl. Now, Eli. Let them get settled back in. Let me make sure I ain't got no extra comments on YouTube's. Now, everybody has a spark within them. Hey, what's good, Nami? I'm glad you tuned in. I'm gonna watch the comments on here just to make sure. Now, I'm gonna keep a tab open just to watch your comments on YouTube. Now, everybody has a flame, has a spark within them. And if you were at a campsite trying to start a fire and you had everything that you needed, you even had matches, it's not about starting the fire anymore. It's about the control of the flame. So when you think of people, the reference of people, you need something, son? You need something? All right. So when you think about people as a flame and trying to control that flame, what happens when that flame gets out of control? It's gonna burn everything down. So you need to find some sort of container for that flame. Oh, we to building a house now. And when it comes to people, when it comes to water, I've already used the example of, their responsibilities and things of that nature. But what if you want that flame burning bright when it comes to people? You want them to feel as if they could, I don't want to say burn down the world, but they could set the world ablaze. They could go out trailblazing every single place that they go to. And you want them to feel that way. Now I'm gonna leave y'all with that thought just for a second, as I pick us a place to live here on Expansion Pack. I'm sorry, I'm losing my words because I asked my man's back here if he needed something. Now he tapping me. Such good kids. All right. I'm going to go to a quick commercial break, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to speak with y'all a little bit about that flame control when it comes to people. This is Expansion Pack. I'm your host, Dan F. Man. Check out DGTA TV on every platform that you see on the screen. Dan F. Man 007 on Twitch, Dan F. Man on Facebook, and P5 Vibes TV on YouTube. We'll be right back. All right, so we back. So 1 second, we go back to one place. All right, so now we're about to build this house, and we were talking about flame control when it comes to people, because we know everyone has a spark within them. I got it for right here, for right now. Hold on, y'all. We know that everyone has a spark within them, and it's likened to a flame when it it grows. Well, as it grows. So as I get this house started, I want us to look at that and say, how good would the food really be if it wasn't a little burnt? Now, let me say that again. How good would the food at the barbecue really be if it wasn't a little burnt? All right, now let's save before we get ahead of ourselves. All right. Those is notifications. Save. Because last time we didn't. Processors. All right. So all right, so now I got to build this house. And I'm not going to be able to build the house without I think I built this house too, but don't quote me. All right. Build menu.
Dad, you like to use the keyboard and mouse?
Yeah. Give me the mouse. All right, so I think I can talk. No, I'm going to do it for right now, son. I'm going to get the foundation going because you don't know how to behave if you wanted me to answer your question. All right. So now, when we talk about flame control as it pertains to people, at the barbecue, your food get a little burnt. You like it. It's not something that's a requirement for some people at the barbecue, for the food to be just a little burnt, because we know it tastes good. So when we talking about people, you gotta let them get a little bit out of control to let them become who they're supposed to be. You gotta let that flame burn bright. The more that they dim it, it doesn't help them. And also, burst may not help them as well, because they could burn everything in the vicinity. And a great example of that is somebody who played football their entire career. I mean, like as in from elementary school to about to be drafted into. Dan, hold on. Let me pass me the keyboard too as well. About to be drafted into the NFL. But they've never had money. Now, you about to get a burst. A burst of everything. You about to get a burst of a bonus check. You about to get a burst of excitement. Hey, where the tablet at? Grab the... Never mind. Don't worry about it. Leave it there. I do really... Here. I don't care how it look. Let Eli make the house. And you got to figure it out. I can't, help you while I talk. All right, so you may get a burst. We all know people or the stories that we hear of the newly rich or newly famous people. Use the room tool. The newly rich or newly famous people, and this is a burst of flame right here. This is their spark turning full live into a flame and burning everything, maybe burning everything down without that container. And the container would be financial education, or maybe someone, a mentor or guide who can help them be responsible for what. Give me the mouse back just one time. I'll fill in your blanks. Like, I'll help you out along the way, okay? So what you can do is, if you get to a spot and you don't like how it look, you come up here and you just undo, okay? Or you can do this right here. Instead of using the walls, you can make the room tool. Also, you can use this wheel at the middle of your thing to go zoom in and out. You can also push it. You can push it like a button, and you can spin the camera like that. You can use the right click to drag left and right. So if you up at this angle, maybe you can see your room a little bit better. You see? Excuse you. Now that's a whole room right there. Actually, we needed just right. I'm gonna do this first part. There you go. Now, like I was saying, flame control right then. Flame control is very important in that instance, because they could burn through a lot of cash. And listen to the analogies I'm able to use easily because of building from that natural source. It'll burn through cash, burn through resources, burn through time and energy, because of not properly controlling that flame within themselves. So once again, we've had the extreme left. Let's go do lighting first. Or do the walls inside the house. Like, pick your room, Dan room, where the kitchen gonna be at. Do the walls inside the house first. Remember, you can click that middle mouse button to move the camera where you can look down. The middle, that scroll wheel, push it down like a button and you can move the camera. Yeah, you gotta hold it down like a button. So let's go to the middle of that. Let's find a healthy medium of my example of the flame. So in nature, if you leave a brush fire, if you make your campfire and you leave it smoldering, you may start a fire that they have to come and put out. Connect that to the wall. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna just do y'all rooms and y'all can decorate them with the furniture. Come on. Let me see the mouse. I'll do the rooms and then y'all can do the furniture and the paint and stuff. And I'll show y'all how to do it. So in nature, if you leave your campfire smoldering, it could burn out of control and start a forest fire. In man and as a person, as people, if you leave your fire burning, then you may burn through everything that you have: resources, time, energy. Now, in the middle of that, once again, let me see, because I don't want to say you can just find yourself some control or whatever that is. In the middle of that, we have we have some good flavoring. If you can find the healthy medium, you can have some good flavoring. And what I mean is, at the barbecue, the burnt food is good. It's the bomb. Because that is the healthy medium. Now, the way that translates is, we've all seen movies where the superhero is just now finding out about their power. They don't know what to do. They going crazy, as a matter of fact, because their power is something that is destroying things. It's not doing what they want it to do. All right, so I'm gonna we only need 4 rooms, so I'm gonna do the kitchen, Kitchen gonna be over here. All right. And y'all 3 rooms gonna be on this side. So 1 room here. That's probably a little small. All y'all gonna be in a room by yourself. Dan, push escape for me. Oh no, wait. There you go. I got it. I think that might be big enough, but we gonna see. I think I'm gonna do it like I did the last time, except my room ain't gonna be upstairs. Oops. Dan, push escape. Never mind, I got it. Alright. And Ella room. Yeah, that's how I did it last time. Ella room look like it's the biggest. Let's move it. Let's change that. The living room is somewhere in the middle of the kitchen, between the kitchen and the...
Our rooms?
Mm-hmm.
Where's my mom?
I'll make myself a room upstairs, maybe. There you go, E. Then Dan. Then I'll make y'all a shared bathroom. This remind me of that episode of Smart Guy. All right, there you go. Then you get a bathroom right here. Somebody room is small though, so I'm gonna make this room just a little taste smaller. There you go. All right, now that's everybody's room. Now let me put the doors in there. Well, y'all can pick the doors yourself. I just want to do the front door. White requires taller level height. Oh, I don't want that door anyway.
How many hours have you been streaming?
Oh, short doors. None. I don't think we've been going for an hour yet. Ooh, I like this little brown door. Yeah, that's good enough for the family for right now.
Dad, you just...
Yeah, I know, I saw it.
It has been an hour.
Oh, it has? All right, there we go.
We only got a couple
Now.
minutes left.
Now, here's how you see the inside of the house. So now, you see this, where's the walls thing at? It's the things for you to be able to take the walls, there you go, up and down. So look, this is how it look on the outside of the house. You see what I'm saying? So first of all, you're gonna have to paint the walls, right? Mm-hmm. You're gonna have to paint the walls, put the carpet and the flooring in there, okay? And then you get you a door, windows, and then we'll do the furniture, okay? So Eli, you're gonna start with your room. This is your room right here, okay? Yeah. I'm gonna take the walls down just enough. There you go. But this is how you put them back up. You come over here to this corner right here, okay? All right. So now, in the middle of that, we got in the middle of our flame control, like I was saying, I hope you all are following along with me. We have good food cooked by someone who has great flame control in front of a barbecue all day. I don't know how else to say that right there, other than the way I just said it. So the way that you paint the walls too as well is once you get your color that you want or whatever it is that you want, paint the walls first, Eli, and do the carpet before you put a door. So click the wall, go over to the wall, right there, wall patterns. All right, now pick you up. So they got different styles over there. You see the different styles? First, before you even paint the walls, Eli, get some windows in there for yourself. Hit undo. You can choose the style of window for the whole house. Go down to the bottom and go to cancel. Yes, you could. Do undo real quick for a second. Okay, so now go to Windows. Sorry to pause on the chat. On the topic for just a quick second. Click the windows. Now, we got a blue front door. I like them blue windows over there. The blue windows, E. Yeah, that one is nice. Put it up. No. Push H on the keyboard, Dan. Grab the window again, Eli. Now, don't put it right. Yeah, up like that. That's good. And you only need one. Take that second one out. All right, well, go ahead. But position it different. Spin your camera and position it. You want that? You want a second one? All right, now paint your walls, because now you can see on the inside. But you can go around and we'll go around and put that same window in throughout the house in everybody else's room. Now, like I was saying, in the middle of that, we have good flame control. We eat good because at the barbecue, we like burnt food, like I said. So we've used the hold shift, Dan, for him. Hold shift. All right, there you go. Now do your floor. Floor patterns next to up there. You see where Now, I think we are using these examples in the right way. I like the fact that hold shift, Dan. Hold shift. Let it go and push it again. Eli, you got to click, and hold shift, Dan. As he's clicking, you got to be holding shift. There. There you go. All right. Now click it, E. Now, you can do your lights in your room, Eli. Find the lamp. Go to the lamp over there. I'm gonna let y'all figure this out. I'm trying to take too much control over the situation. All the objects that you need are right there on that menu. Like if you're looking for a lamp, you might can just click the lamp and it'll take you straight to lamps. Or, do you see what I'm saying? Or if you go by room, go to the left side. Go to the left side over there. To the left, son. Keep going. Now, objects by function. Go ahead. Now you need lights on your wall in your room. So where it says show all, go over there where it says show all. Lighting. Now you need a light on your wall. So go to the wall lights. In the picture over there, the wall light. All right. So now I want to talk about control in a simple form. Oh my gosh. And zoom in some, E. Control in a simple form. And this is the simplest form that I have. Would be your breathing. That's something you can directly get into the process of. Go wash your hands. Yes. That's something you can. Having y'all here, I want to say this on live. Having y'all here sometimes is it's great. It's fun, but it is so difficult at times. Jonah, you ain't gotta respond. I'm just letting you know. But so, yes, son. Okay, so the most simplest form. As a matter of fact, you know what? Before we go into beating down this topic just a little bit more, let me take a quick break. I'm going to regroup myself, and I will be right back. This is Expansion Pack. I'm your host, Dan F. Man. Like and subscribe if you haven't, and make sure you turn on them notifications so that you know when we going live, and you can get some of this good expanding down to your roots so you can grow as tall as you can be. Be right back. For exclusive music, tune into Nami Dolo's setlist every Monday through. Hey, what's up? You are now watching DGTA TV. Hey, like and subscribe, and don't forget to smash that follow button too. You see you smash that right there. Yeah. Turn on the notifications too. This your boy Dan F. Man, the host of Expansion Pack, here on DGTA TV, every Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. You want to expand on some topics? You want to talk about what's on your mind? Come on down, pop that Expansion Pack in. Let's play the game, and let's talk about it. Aww.
Yes, you can have that if you really want. It's already in your bag because you really, really want it. Think about it, you'll have what you really, really want. If you really, really want it, really, really want it. Thoughts create what you have, even if you didn't want it.
Hey, what's up? You are now watching DGTA TV. Hey, like and subscribe, and don't forget to smash that follow button too. Let me see you smash that right there. Yeah. Turn on the notifications too. Hey, what's up? You are now watching DGTA TV. Hey, like and subscribe. And don't forget to smash that follow button too. You see you smash that right there. Yeah. Turn on them notifications too. All right, we back. Said mount a rug. All right, so now we're gonna get you a bed up in here. Well, let me sell. I'm about to sell this stuff real quick, just to make sure we gonna have enough money. Oh, let me mute this. Sorry about that, y'all. Sorry for the echo. There we go. And now you can do this stuff yourself. Here. Let him use the spin the keyboard for him too. Hold on. All right, so now that I am refreshed in my mind, I can talk about what I was saying. So the most simplest form of control that we have is breath. Our breath control, the control of our breathing. And on the left end of the spectrum, if you take a second and you breathe, then you see that how, I know for me, I can see how, nah, bro, I don't get no, not that bad, son. No, you need a kid's bed. Now, for me, I can see how much that does for me. So if I was to run a mile, throughout the mile, my breathing picks up. I got to breathe a little faster. But at a relaxed state, if I was to do that same kind of breathing, it ain't going to, okay, the boy don't understand. Get a kid's bed. Yeah. You can change the color of the bed, son. All I want you to do is get a single person bed, not one of the big ultra beds. You ain't even got to get a cot. Go to the red one. Go to the red one. There you go. No, you still didn't pick it. You still did. Okay, there you go. Now, if I was to do that same kind of breathing in a relaxed state, it wouldn't do me no good. It would be pointless. So what would I do in my relaxed state? In my relaxed state, I don't even pay attention to my breathing. My breathing ain't even in my mind until I sit down and I focus and I control it. And in these same moments when I'm controlling my breath at a imagine you do, if I do any other kind of line of work and I brought my kids, I think it's an instant understanding of what to do from what not to do. All right. So when I'm taking a slow breath or deep breath and my relaxed state, it do the same thing for me as when I'm running a mile and I'm trying to catch my breath or I'm trying to breathe as I'm going through the mile. So I'm using this as my example because in that process, in between that process is the control that we need. Even though it's unconscious, most of the time it's unconscious. It's not even recognized that you're breathing, just like blinking. But if you were to really get into that process and to actually focus on it, it brings you so much more than it would if you weren't to focus on it. And hence, there again comes the control of it. So the far right of that is, how do you control somebody breathing? You can't control somebody breathing, or can you? Now, let me give you an example of not the control of the person breathing, but you can put them in an environment to where they're breathing differently. Let me explain. So when I was in the military, we had to do the PT test. And sure enough, my sergeant isn't putting me in there and saying, you gotta breathe and I'm gonna control your breathing like this. But let's say I'm hyperventilating or my breathing isn't helping me and it's visual, like I'm running and sergeant may be like, hey, you need to control your breathing a little better while you running. Or we at the gym, we at PT, we in the gym for PT, and sergeant is seeing that I'm lifting and I'm hey, you need, you know what I'm saying, you need to control your breathing a little bit better. Now, is he controlling my breathing for me? No, I'm still ultimately controlling my breathing, but the situation that I am subject to because of my sergeant or because of my situation, I have to control my breathing. Or they are not in control of it. I'm still in control of it, but the situation controls my breathing on how much I need to breathe, fast, slow. So maybe that example wasn't the best rounded example or the most well-rounded example, but that is an example of how our breathing is out of our control in certain situations. Whereas you are running, you have to breathe and you have to control how you're breathing or you won't be the most effective runner. Now, in the middle of that, in the middle of being relaxed or being in control of your breathing and being out of control of your breathing, where you're running and you're doing something where you have to keep doing it, but you can't consciously be aware or focus on your breathing. In the middle of that, you have the fact that every single person and every single animal on this planet has to breathe. You are right in the middle of a process that everyone is doing, even the trees. And so if you could simply just tap into that level of control, you could, let me be a dreamer for a second. You could read minds. You could finish people's sentences. You could grab thoughts out of the air. because it's in the air around us. Now, I use the example of the water, I've used the example of the flame, and I use the example of the air now. These different forms, modelo di controllo, modulo di controllo, these different forms are the basic building blocks of what we want to control. Everyone has a spark. Everyone's made of water, and everyone breathes air. By golly, you get these things under control, you might could do something within yourself. And the most basic saying that we all can turn to is the serenity prayer when it comes to the control of anything, because we know things are out of our control. We know things are going to be beyond our grasp, and so on and so forth. And so when we start to get back into what we can get our hands on and what we can control and what we can see and do about any situation. Let me get my chat, make sure my chat is still popping. All right. Then we must look for these building blocks, because you're going to go out here into the wild and you're going to be trying to control your dog and not realize that your dog breathes. So maybe if you take him on a walk or a run where he has to exercise that breathing, then he will be a little bit more worn down or more focused when it's time for you to tell him what to do, where to do it, and how to do it. And I'm using the example of a pet, because when you look at the simple forms of our lives, pets can give us a lot of insight. And being able to control your pet is number one in having a pet. You can't have a pet that poops everywhere. You can't have a pet that pees everywhere. You can't have a pet that's doing things that you don't accept or that you don't want. Give me a quick second. Let me get my laptop charger, and we will be right back. This is Expansion Pack here on DGTA TV. Hey, what's up? You are now watching DGTA TV. Hey, like and subscribe, and don't forget to smash that follow button too. Let me see you smash that right there. Yeah. Turn on them notifications too. So I couldn't find my computer charger, but it's okay. We're gonna start drawing us some conclusions here on expansion pack. So I touched on control just in the form of water, and you can't carry it to the village with your hands. I also talked about it, how it relates to people in the form of people are water and they flow in their own way. And as they're flowing, in order to get into that flow with them, you got to look at their responsibilities and their focus, because those are the things that contain them, and that container will help to carry the water to the village. That's the only thing that'll help, is a container, because without the container, water flows freely. Then we talked about flame controlled, as it pertains to just cooking. Without proper flame control, you can burn everything. If you leave your campfire smoldering, then it's gonna burn. Could cause a forest fire. And as it pertains to people, everyone has a spark. Everyone has a spark inside them, and everyone has that flame that is burning. And in order for them to reach their peak potential, that flame has to burn bright. It has to burn bright enough. The way that could be detrimental is in a burst of uncontrollable flame. You can burn down everything. You can burn the resources. You can burn time itself without proper flame control in your life. And the flame is that spark that is within you. Your talent, your passion, your drive. I also spoke about breathing, controlling your breathing, controlling the air, in the sense of we all are a part of this ecosystem that is filled, this bubble, should I say, filled with air. And if you're running, you need more air. So you're breathing harder and naturally breathing harder. If you're relaxed, you don't even pay attention to your breath at all. And in the middle of that, how that pertains to you as a person is, take the time to really get yourself into the processes that are uncontrollable or unconscious. That gives you the time. That time that you burned away, that'll give you that time back in the form of thinking, in the form of just being still, and in the form of breathing. If everything that you ever needed was in the air around you, then that means all you needed to do was breathe it in. And sometimes you might need to take the time to do that. Give me 1 second. Now, in the middle of all that, we have the fact that everybody, plants, animals, needs to breathe. And so that means there's something in this air, something in this bubble that we all need. Take the time to cherish that and get into that. It might just be what you need. Now, anything outside of that, like when we talking about, well, how do I control my finances? How do I control my wife? How do I control my husband? How do I control my spending? If you visit these root, water, fire, air, if you visit those root elements and expand upon it for yourself, or go back and watch this show, you'll see that a lot of the control starts with you in those base layers. And if you can control those base layers, or if you can get into the rhythm of controlling those base layers, then the control for the higher levels and higher functions will come as well. The control of the external source, of the external variables, will come in as well. I wanted to touch on control in its various forms because we do know, like I said, like I just stated, that control has many different forms and fashions. Modulo di controllo. Modulo di controllo. I know, right? Modulo di controllo. Hey, appreciate that, Nami. I appreciate that. If you're still watching, yeah, I like the new theme as well. I'm gonna go over to the one player and give y'all. So this has been another episode of Expansion Pack. I am your host, Dan F. Man. We got Dan and Eli in here. Eli finally woke up. Say what's up, y'all. All right. So I hope that those that watch got something out of this talk that we had about control in its various forms. I don't ever want to deliver advice to my viewers that isn't rooted in something that they can go discover for themselves again. And that's why I keep it on this sort of subliminal messages type metaphorical vibe, because we all can relate to simple forms. It's only when we start to elaborate and expand those forms that we start to get into the gray area. But when we speak about the simple things, it seems like it's just magical. And that magical form of expression is something that we all can relate to. It just seems to be in the air and all over us and all around us. Hey, what's up? You are now watching DGTA TV. Hey, like and subscribe. And don't forget to smash that follow button too. Let me see you smash that right there. Yeah. Turn on them notifications too. For exclusive music, tune into Nami Dolo's set list every Monday. This your boy Dan F. Man, the host of Expansion Pack, here on DGTA TV, every Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. You want to expand on some topics? You want to talk about what's on your mind? Come on down, pop that Expansion Pack in. Let's play the game and let's talk about it.
Yes, you can have that if you really want. It's already in your bag because you really, really want it. Think about it, you'll have what you really
All right, so as we close out, I'm reading the comments that came through. I really like this. I feel you helped me to understand a lot about controls. Anita67, I appreciate that confirmation right there. And O said this is another great topic discussion. Yes, I feel the same way as you all do. A lot of the times when I come in and I prepare for my topics, I'm looking at it and I'm saying to myself, how can I get this to connect with the person that I'm talking to? Because without the chat, and even with the chat, you still got to kind of figure out where I'm going with it, you know, and who don't know nothing about water and fire and air. I mean, we can go a little further. Ain't there another element out there, Earth? We can go a little further and talk about Earth and do that. But those three things they're not supplemental to life. I love it. I'm gonna write that one down. They are essential requirements. Excuse you. Babies come out breathing. Babies in the womb grow in a liquid. They grow inside of the womb in a liquid. A baby can see light through the womb. I could have said something different, like as in the baby has the spark inside of them, or you can literally see their heartbeat under certain light spectrums. You can see body heat. So who don't know nothing about water, fire, and and air. If you can control those elements within yourself, you can walk this earth freely. This has been another episode of Expansion Pack. Hold on, Dan. This has been another episode of Expansion Pack. I'm glad y'all enjoyed the topic. Feel free at any time during the day, text me, email me, message me, whatever you got to do to get me some good topics. I can line them up. I can get y'all a good program out there. If y'all want to hear something specific, let me know. I'm your host, Dan. You say what? All right, Dan say he called the next topic. So y'all get y'all topics in for the next week. I'm your host, Dan F. Man. This has been another episode of Expansion Pack here on DGTA TV. I'm glad to be able to bring this to y'all. Once again, we are DGTA TV here on Twitch. We stream on Facebook. We stream on YouTube. We also stream on Twitter. Go like and subscribe. Follow us. Turn on them notifications, man. Because it's not just about the topics that we talking about. It's about you. It's about us growing together and having a connection. It's not about me selling you nothing. I just want better people out here in the world. I want to be able to expand my horizons. And only way I can do that is if I know the horizon that I'm headed to has some expanded horizons there as well. So I'm doing my due diligence to help us all get to the brighter day. The boy don't understand nothing. Move. So let me say this. When your parent look at you the first time, you kind of you're supposed to get it. Because then when they gotta say something else, your feelings will be hurt. It's definitely tough this summer because I'm always working during the summer, and the trend hasn't caught on yet with my kids. So as they hear with me, they just kind of like, yeah. So back to what I was saying. This is Expansion Pack. I'm glad y'all able to grow with me. I'm glad y'all able to expand y'all roots, and we all gonna grow a little bit taller and grow wiser, undoubtedly. I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here. The kids, we all getting restless, so I will see y'all tomorrow here on Expansion Pack. Hey, check out Nami Dolo's set list tonight here at 7 p.m. We gonna be live in the chat. We want to see some people coming out to support. It should be a good show. Y'all make sure y'all tap in with us. This is Dan F. Man, and I'm out. Hey, what's up? You are now watching DGTA TV. Hey, like and subscribe. And don't forget to smash that follow button, too. Let me see you smash that right there. Yeah. Turn on them notifications, too.
And it's about the way you change in life.
What's about the way you change life?
What is about the way you change in life? It's about the way you act and the way you move. Because if you do something wrong right now, this is the chance you get to fix it. Because if you do it out there in the real world, even though this is the real world, you're going to get beat down or something like that.
That's a message from Dan. Y'all heed that message. We love y'all. We out. For exclusive music, tune into Nami Dolo's set list.